Founded along a wagon trail over 160 years ago, the small town of Susanville, California is seemingly home to countless spirits. From haunted homes and cemeteries to mysterious tunnels and an abandoned hospital. I'm Kenny, your captain, and welcome to Spooky Legends of Susanville. Hello everyone, I'm Kenny, your captain, and welcome back to Spooky Legends of Susanville. I'm recording this on New Year's Eve of 2023. I thought it'd be a great time to have a look back at this past year. It was a great year for Spooky Legends of Susanville. Well, at the beginning of the year, I decided that this year, 2023, I was going to really go full in on these videos as much as I could. My original goal was to do a video every weekend, have it up every Sunday or Monday. In the past, I've done maybe a video every month, maybe every 2 months, sometimes more than that, but I really wanted to be more consistent and really grow this thing bigger. So that plan of having a video every weekend, that worked for a little bit, but then, life intervenes. You get sick a couple of times, other things come up, work, family, home. I was able to stay pretty consistent, though, up until October. All of a sudden, October, it just became extremely, insanely busy. And then, the holidays that followed after that. So, yeah, that's why it's been, back to once a month. But, hopefully now, going back into this new year, 2024, I'll be able to upload at least a couple times a month. That's what I'm hoping. But this past year of 2023, I was actually able to upload a whole 32 videos. And yeah, I'm a little proud of that. I was able to set a goal and I actually was able to pretty well obtain that. Another one of the goals I had is I wanted to visit every cemetery in Lassen County. And I was able to actually succeed with that, except for 3 cemeteries, which are on private property. But yeah, I was able to go to all the other cemeteries in Lassen County on public land. I was even able to go to a few cemeteries over in Plumas County around Lake Almanor. Probably for me, the most memorable one was the Big Flat Cemetery. That was south of Canyon Dam. And we found this cemetery on the top of this mountain, middle of nowhere, with some tombstones that were falling apart, seemingly completely forgotten. And this is when I started kind of my own little tradition of leaving a solar light at these places, or the cemeteries. So a couple videos back, Missy and I explored an abandoned cemetery south of Lake Almanor. It was called the Big Flat Cemetery. Out in the middle of nowhere, nothing around. So yeah, when I was out there, before I left a solar light. Like this one here. We left it out there, so hopefully if there's any restless spirits, they'd have a little light at night, get them through those cold, lonely nights out there. So far, I've left 5 different lights at cemeteries, all throughout Lassen County, 2 over in Plumas. I hope they're still there. I really hope that they've been left alone. But you know how people can be, or how people are. I've always been interested in history. Especially local history, wherever you're at, basically. I looked deeper into, the origins of Susanville, and who was Isaac Roop, and who was his daughter Susan. Well, in looking into the history of the early days of this town and this county, I was able to learn about Amity. As a ghost town out on the other side of Honey Lake. There's not a whole lot left there, just a few bits of scrap that's just, rotting away in the desert sun. Yeah, it's quite amazing that once this was a thriving town that rivaled Susanville. And after Susanville's first Great Fire, I think that was 1890 something, I'm not quite sure, I'll throw the date up.
But yeah, after that great fire, it was highly considered to move the Lassen County seat here to Amity.
Well, it's definitely a place I will be returning to in this new year. Well, also, early on in 2023, I was driving down Main Street, and I realized that the St. Francis Hotel was abandoned. I really didn't realize that it had closed, or let alone been just left. I can't believe how much is just... God, they destroyed this place. Oh my goodness. Wow. Here's the open window. Just letting in the elements. Trying to watch very carefully where I step. Holy shit, look at this place. Whoa. The hell kind of tweaker bunk bed thing going on? Well, earlier I'd said that October was crazy busy, insanely busy, and yeah, it was, but all for good reasons, all for good stuff. There are a lot of great community events going on. I tried to go to as many as I could, but yeah, some of them were, it seemed like they had like competing times, so it was like one or the other. Yeah. I did make sure to go to Frightmare. Yeah, if you're from out of the area and unfamiliar, Frightmare, or Frightmare Forest as it used to be called, is a local haunt that's put on every October here in Susanville. It's usually for some community event. I think the college put it on for a while, the high school, I think Best of Broadway, and the Susanville Chamber of Commerce had it going this year. But yeah, it was at the fairgrounds. It was a lot of fun. I went the first opening night, which is on Friday the 13th. You know, how cool is that? But yeah, so much fun. They really did put on a great show. I really enjoyed myself. And the following weekend, I took Missy's kids to it, and yeah, scared the crap out of them. Well worth it, well worth it. Awesome.
So this is our haunted mansion. So awesome. We have 3 different floors that you're able to explore.
That's cool. We're coming out into the cemetery. Right on.
Would you help me? I've been stuck in here forever. Go in there. It's not safe. I'm warning you. Don't go in there. We warned you.
Who wants a chainsaw? Maybe.
See, that's how it's supposed to happen in the scary movies. I was also able to get a booth at the Susanville Uptown Trick or Treat. You know, they block off the upper part of Uptown Susanville, and you know, local businesses and groups you know, get to have booths along the sidewalk, and it's a big circle. Everyone walks. You know, big, huge, you know, safe and sane trick or treat for the kids. Really got, you know, some exposure for spooky legends. Saw a lot of you, my viewers. That was really great. Always great to see you guys. Always great to meet you. Missy and I had made little Dum Dum Lollipop ghosts. Yeah, and we made a few hundred, and we ran out quick. So yeah, she had to run to the store while I watched the booth, and yeah. Yeah, there were so many kids there, so many families. It was amazing, such a good time. I'm really glad I was able to be a part of it. Well, now we get to the ghost hunting. I really didn't do a whole lot this year. I did lots of videos, but I only went on like 4 real ghost hunts. Yeah, 4. I took some EMF readings at other places, but there wasn't really a full-on hunt. I started the year off by going back to the old hospital. I had some software that I had downloaded, some body movement detection software, and I wanted to try that out. It's kind of mixed on the results of it. Other than that, it really was kind of a fail of a ghost hunt. I forgot lights. I forgot to charge lights. I forgot memory cards. Yeah. Rookie amateur hour on that visit. Yeah. But also went back to the Susanville cemetery to do a ghost hunt there at night. It's something I've been wanting to do for a couple of years now, but had never gotten around to it. And yeah, we got some pretty interesting results. You know, there's definitely some odd sounds. The spirit box was definitely active. We got, you know, heavy hits on the EMF reader. I was once again cussed out by a ghost.
I do have lanterns. I brought the ghost hunting gear. I believe I have everything this time, unlike the last couple of times. I left the house very unprepared to do this. But I believe I have everything in check. Everything's charged. I think I have memory cards for everything.
Tune that up a little. Speak up for me. Say it again. Come on. That was really good. Ooh, we're getting something here. Come on, guys. Are you the one they call Mother? Really, again? I got another ghost cussing at me. Wow.
But yeah, that was definitely an interesting one. You know, it gave me the chills being there. We also went to Inspiration Point and had a very active spirit box, very high EMF readings going on. The presence seemed very mocking and, you know, kind of aggressive. They were telling me to jump off the cliff there. Since that time, in a couple other videos, I've been talking about more stuff that I've learned about Inspiration Point and what happened there. And what happened there is quite tragic. During the 70s, I cannot find an exact date, but sometime during the 70s, at least 2 boys stole some dynamite and went up to Inspiration Point to set it off on midnight of New Year's. From what I found, both of them lost their lives. Well, like most of the information I get for these videos, it comes from you, my viewers, and the people of Susanville. And so here's some of the comments from my Inspiration Point video and some of the other videos I've done about this incident.
There was actually 2 boys that stole TNT from the county and blew themselves up. My grandpa was a sheriff at the time it happened. He said their clothes looked like confetti in the trees, and my grandpa actually found a finger of one of them while on the scene. So I was in the hospital in Susanville in the 70s. I spent 2 months there due to my appendix bursting and having gangrene. During that time, a nurse at the hospital was on duty when we heard a loud explosion. The explosion was due to her son, who had set off explosives on Inspiration Point and literally shook the whole end of town. I don't remember if he lived or not. My friend told me about that. It was like 3 of them there. He did not survive. Sad to hear. I was 14 at the time that happened. I do remember seeing some of the hospital staff crying.
So the last place I visited this year, I went back to the old hospital on Hospital Lane. Kind of felt a need to redeem myself after that first hunt I did in 2023, the failure. So yeah, and wow, yeah, we had activity pretty much right off. First question I asked, yeah, the EMF reader lit right up, and I noticed that I had hits on that place in past visits. Same thing with other parts. There's quite a few hot hits in there.
Whoa, yeah? Oh, that's great. So cool. Yeah?
So we've had a couple of decent hits on the EMF reader. Wow, that room is toast too. Ooh, yeah? You want to do that again? Oh, nice. Thank you. And it is steady. Whoa. We went into the locker room, and wow, very, very active. The EMF reader was just going off like mad. And my past visits, I'd had strong EMF readings in that area too. So yeah, it's definitely a hot spot. You back in here again? So I've detected you in here before. Yeah, it was this shower over here. Oh, yep, got a being there. Yep. Look at that. Oh, you're lighting this thing up, aren't you? Tested out the new spirit box that I had gotten, and it was also able to detect a change in temperature. We got some interesting things there, definitely. There was a change in temperature that coincided with the EMF reading, so as it got colder, the EMF reader detected electricity in the air. And while I was doing my spirit box session, I didn't notice this when I was first editing and going through the video. On my laptop with the editing software, I only got like a tiny little screen like this to look at, and I did not notice, but at least 4 to 5 orbs flying around me. Yeah. So I've only used this thing like once, not even, just playing around. The radio station there. But yeah, it was you, my viewers, that pointed that out. I did not notice that at all the first time going through. I watched the video on my big TV and saw it, and it's like, oh, holy crap, yeah. And then, so yeah, definitely an active spot. Yeah, and of course, we'll be going back sometime in the future, as long as the building's still standing. Yeah, we'll be back. Well, I think that's about it. What an amazing year 2023 was. Yeah. I want to thank you all for joining me this past year, and hopefully I'll see you in this new year. Happy New Year's, by the way. I'm going to try to put up some names right up here. Yeah, and again, I cannot thank enough people, for watching these videos and giving me a like, share, subscribe, contributing your knowledge and your experiences. It all helps this thing grow. I started this just as a fun thing to do, and yeah, it's still fun, and it's evolved so much and growing so much, all because of you people. And I want to thank you so much again. Be sure to give us a like, share, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in 2024.